All right, welcome back, everybody. So, guns, King Knights, Kanye West, a lot has been happening inside and outside of the Sean Combs federal courthouse as he's facing charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Been quite the day. Want to bring on Law and Crime's in-court reporter, Elizabeth Milner, to answer all of your questions right now, and there are a lot. Elizabeth, it's good to see you. As you can imagine, a lot of questions about Kanye West. He showed up to that courtroom today. We know he is a friend of Sean Diddy Combs. He was even asked reportedly outside of court, is he there to support him? Yes. So let me begin with the first question we have from Danny. There might be a misconception here. So Elizabeth, set the record straight. Was Kanye in the courtroom or was he in the overflow room?
So it was kind of an interesting morning. A lot of rumblings just about whether or not Kanye West was here, whether he was actually here, because there was rumors yesterday that he was here too. But yes, I can confirm that he was here at the courthouse today. Now, as far as being inside the main courtroom, no, he was not inside the main courtroom. I did not see him in there. But at first I was thinking, okay, maybe he might come into the main courtroom because they cleared the floor. They being the marshals cleared the floor. So I thought maybe it was to bring him into the room, but that didn't happen. But I did hear that he was sent to the overflow room, and maybe that wasn't where he wanted to be today. And so what ended up happening was I think he was there for maybe 15, 20 minutes and then ended up leaving. So no, he was not in the main courtroom, but I did hear he was in the overflow room for just a little bit.
Kanye West's shocking courtroom stunt has set the legal world ablaze. What happened in the courtroom has left both fans and legal experts reeling, and now explosive new revelations involving Diddy's secret tapes are threatening to unravel everything. The stakes couldn't be higher, as the truth behind these tapes might hold the key to a chain of events that could change the course of the trial and the careers of everyone involved. In what started as a routine legal battle, Kanye West's involvement has taken a surprising turn. The rapper, known for his unpredictable nature and bold actions, has managed to shift the focus of the courtroom drama entirely in his direction. At the heart of this case lies the mysterious tapes allegedly linked to Diddy, whose contents could have far-reaching implications. What makes this trial even more intense is the secrecy surrounding these tapes, and now the claim that they might be the catalyst for exposing a much darker side of the entertainment industry. The public's attention is glued to the courtroom as the pressure builds. With so much at stake, Kanye's career, Diddy's reputation, and the truth about events that have been carefully concealed, everyone is watching closely to see how the case will unfold. So, what led to Kanye's dramatic move in court? Was it a calculated attempt to sway the outcome of the trial, or an impulsive reaction to what has already been a high-tension situation? With his courtroom stunt still fresh in people's minds, the focus now shifts to the potential fallout from Diddy's secret tapes. What could be revealed on these tapes, and how might they affect not only Kanye and Diddy, but the entire entertainment industry? Are these tapes about more than just the case at hand, potentially exposing far-reaching connections and secrets that could shake the foundation of Hollywood? As the story continues to develop, one thing is clear: the revelations to come could change everything we thought we knew. Kanye West has become an unlikely figure in a legal battle that has captivated both the media and public attention. The trial, which initially focused on a dispute involving allegations against multiple parties in the entertainment industry, has seen Kanye's unexpected involvement. His role in the case has escalated due to his bold courtroom actions, leading to widespread speculation and intrigue. As a figure known for his controversial statements and actions, Kanye has consistently drawn attention to himself, but this trial has pushed his public persona into an even more volatile direction. While the exact details of the case are still under wraps, Kanye's surprising move in court has led to his becoming a key player in a drama that revolves around allegations of manipulation, corruption, and power struggles in the entertainment industry. West's direct connection to the case is tied to his history within the music world, his interactions with Diddy and other power players, and the broader narrative that has emerged over the course of the trial. The court proceedings have already seen numerous twists, with Kanye's courtroom stunt becoming the latest shocking chapter. His motivations remain a point of contention, with some speculating that his move is part of a larger strategy to protect his reputation or manipulate the case's direction. Regardless of the reasoning, Kanye's involvement has significantly amplified the stakes for everyone involved, with his actions now firmly in the spotlight. One of the most intriguing aspects of the case is the existence of secret tapes allegedly tied to music mogul Diddy. These tapes have caused a stir not only because of their alleged content, but also because of the questions they raise about Diddy's role in the entertainment industry. What exactly is on these tapes? While many are still left speculating, some sources suggest that the tapes contain crucial evidence of potentially illegal activities, secret dealings, or misconduct by Diddy and other high-profile figures in the industry. The fact that these tapes have remained hidden for so long has only added fuel to the fire, with rumors swirling about what they could reveal. Are they recordings of private conversations about business dealings, illegal activities, or personal indiscretions? What is known for certain is that Diddy's involvement in the case has taken on a new level of intensity, with these tapes potentially holding the key to exposing far more than just the current legal issues. The stakes surrounding the tapes are high, as their contents could not only impact the outcome of the trial, but also alter the public's perception of one of the most influential figures in the music industry. Before Kanye West's dramatic move in court, the trial had already been building in complexity, with a series of revelations and evidence slowly coming to light. Initial testimonies suggested deep-seated corruption and power struggles within the entertainment industry, particularly surrounding figures like Diddy. These earlier developments set the stage for Kanye's involvement, with rumors of his personal connection to the case making headlines. What seemed like an isolated legal matter involving a few key players has quickly grown into a much larger scandal, with multiple figures, including Kanye, now central to the drama. Witness statements, leaked documents, and other testimonies have suggested that the industry is rife with manipulation, with those in power often resorting to extreme measures to control the narrative and protect their influence. Kanye, known for his confrontational style and fearless attitude, has emerged as an unexpected figure willing to challenge these forces. His decision to step into the fray has raised questions about his motivations and what he stands to gain from this involvement. As the case has unfolded, the media and the public have been riveted by the twists and turns, particularly the involvement of Kanye West. His courtroom stunt has sparked widespread debate, with many speculating that he may have played a calculated role in shifting the narrative. Some believe Kanye's actions were meant to bolster his own brand, while others argue he's attempting to expose the darker side of the entertainment industry. Regardless of his intentions, Kanye has undoubtedly shaped the way the trial is being perceived, moving it beyond a simple legal matter to a larger cultural event. The media has heavily scrutinized Diddy's secret tapes, as they could have significant ramifications not only for Diddy, but for the entire music industry. The public's fascination with these revelations has created a buzz that is impossible to ignore, and much of the trial's drama has played out on social media, with fans and critics alike dissecting every new detail. As new revelations emerge, it is clear that the case has become more than just a legal battle. It has become a battle for control over the narrative, with high stakes for all parties involved. Kanye West has always been a controversial figure, known for his unpredictable behavior and larger-than-life personality. But during the ongoing trial, Kanye took his penchant for dramatic moments to new heights with a shocking stunt that immediately caught the attention of everyone in the courtroom. As the case progressed, Kanye, who had already been involved in the proceedings, made an unexpected move that stunned both the judge and the audience. In what many have described as an attempt to steal the spotlight, Kanye disrupted the court proceedings in an unorthodox fashion. Witnesses report that Kanye stood up during a key moment in the trial, grabbed the microphone, and made a bold statement that threw the entire room into chaos. While the details of his statement are still unclear, it's believed that Kanye either made a public declaration about the case or personally addressed the judge and the prosecution in a way that was completely out of character for a court setting. The moment was nothing short of dramatic, and it quickly became a focal point in both media coverage and legal discussions. People in the courtroom, as well as those following the trial from afar, were left stunned by Kanye's unexpected outburst. His actions had an immediate ripple effect, shifting the focus from the case at hand to his controversial move. As expected, Kanye's courtroom stunt did not go unnoticed by the legal teams involved. Following his dramatic gesture, legal experts and insiders began to speculate on the potential consequences for Kanye and how his actions might affect the trial. While it's too early to fully gauge the ramifications, it's clear that his behavior has already created complications. Kanye's disruption didn't help his cause in the courtroom. If anything, it likely harmed his position. Disrupting the proceedings could be seen as an act of disrespect toward the court, and the judge may have viewed his behavior as a deliberate attempt to draw attention away from the actual legal matter. Kanye could face legal repercussions for contempt of court or further sanctions for his behavior, depending on how the judge chooses to handle the situation. Moreover, Kanye's stunt may have distracted the jury and the public from the core issues of the case. With so much media attention now focused on his actions, it's possible that the trial's key arguments and testimonies could be overshadowed by Kanye's behavior. His actions might make it harder for the court to maintain the focus it needs on the legal facts, which could complicate matters even further for his team. Kanye's stunt ignited a firestorm of public and legal reactions. Inside the courtroom, the atmosphere was reportedly tense following Kanye's outburst. The judge, known for maintaining strict decorum, likely took a dim view of the disruption. Some legal experts believe that Kanye's behavior could lead to penalties or even result in his being removed from the courtroom if his actions were deemed too disruptive. Outside of the courtroom, the media was quick to react. Social media platforms exploded with commentary about Kanye's stunt. Fans, critics, and industry insiders all weighed in on his actions, and the buzz surrounding the trial intensified. Some supporters of Kanye defended his actions, arguing that his outburst was a way for him to speak his truth or express his frustrations with the ongoing proceedings. Others, however, criticized him for undermining the seriousness of the trial and using it as an opportunity for self-promotion. Public reaction to Kanye's behavior was divided. Some saw it as yet another example of his larger-than-life persona, while others questioned whether it was appropriate for someone involved in a legal battle to act out in such a manner. The incident undoubtedly contributed to the growing narrative that Kanye's presence in the trial was less about seeking justice and more about maintaining his position as a controversial figure in the public eye. The real question surrounding Kanye's stunt is why he chose to act in such an explosive manner at this particular moment. Was his move a calculated attempt to influence the trial, or was it driven by something more personal, such as a vendetta against those involved in the case? Given Kanye's history of public outbursts and personal battles, it's possible that his actions were motivated by a desire to control the narrative surrounding the trial. Kanye has long been known for his unorthodox methods and for challenging established norms, both within the music industry and in his personal life. By disrupting the trial, Kanye could be attempting to shift focus away from the legal issues and put the spotlight on himself, positioning himself as a key figure in the unfolding drama. On the other hand, Kanye's actions might have been motivated by something more personal, a response to feelings of anger, frustration, or betrayal. He has often expressed his displeasure with the music industry, his critics, and the people around him, and this stunt could be an emotional outburst stemming from his ongoing struggles. It's possible that Kanye saw the trial as a way to reclaim control over his public image, or perhaps he wanted to send a message to the other parties involved in the case. Regardless of the reasons behind his behavior, one thing is clear: Kanye West's courtroom stunt has taken this trial to a new level of drama and intrigue, ensuring that the spotlight remains firmly on him for the foreseeable future. Kanye West's courtroom stunt has undoubtedly raised significant legal questions, and the aftermath could have serious repercussions for him. The immediate concern is how his behavior will impact the ongoing legal battle and the public's perception of his credibility. Disrupting the trial in such a dramatic fashion could result in charges of contempt of court, especially if the judge deems his actions to have been intentional and disruptive. The possibility of further sanctions or even having Kanye removed from the courtroom is high if he continues to act out in such a manner. From a strategic standpoint, Kanye's stunt could be damaging to his case. Legal teams rely on the court's respect and decorum to present their arguments in the most effective way possible. By undermining the court's authority and shifting attention away from the case's actual content, Kanye has made it more difficult for his defense to focus on legal facts. His disruptive behavior could shift the focus to his persona rather than the case at hand, which would only work against him. Additionally, Kanye's history of volatile behavior, both in his personal life and in the public eye, could make his legal team's job more challenging. The court and public may now view him as someone who's unpredictable and difficult to take seriously in a legal context. This could hurt his career prospects in the long run, as the entertainment industry tends to shy away from unpredictable figures who disrupt the status quo. For Kanye, the legal fallout from this stunt could be a significant setback, adding to the challenges he has faced in recent years. As for Diddy, the exposure of his secret tapes and his alleged involvement in Kanye's outburst could put him in a precarious position. Public opinion of Diddy could take a hit, especially if more revelations about his actions come to light. The media frenzy surrounding the trial and the exposure of his secret tapes only adds fuel to the fire. It's likely that public scrutiny will intensify, and Diddy may find himself facing more criticism from both the media and his peers. Diddy's response to the tapes being exposed will be key in shaping how he is perceived moving forward. If he chooses to remain silent or deny involvement, it could create an image of him trying to hide from the truth, which will not sit well with the public or the media. On the other hand, if he comes forward with an explanation, it could mitigate some of the backlash, but it may also raise more questions about his actions. His reputation as a business mogul and influential figure in the entertainment industry could suffer as a result of the revelations tied to this trial. The fact that Diddy is tied to this legal mess, with explosive new claims being revealed, has the potential to significantly impact his future endeavors. His relationships with other artists and collaborators could be strained, especially if his involvement in this case leads to a more publicized fallout. In the end, Diddy's future actions and public responses will shape his reputation, and how he handles this moment will determine the long-term consequences for his career. One of the most intriguing aspects of this trial and the fallout from Kanye's stunt is the evolving relationship between Kanye and Diddy. The two have a history together, and they have both worked together in the past, but the public nature of this case could significantly strain their bond. The exposure of secret tapes, the disruption in court, and the public nature of these revelations create a dynamic that might be difficult to reconcile. Kanye's tendency to act unpredictably and his willingness to make waves might create further tension with Diddy, who is known for his more calculated and strategic approach to both business and personal matters. It's possible that their professional relationship may suffer as a result of these revelations, and Kanye's stunt may mark the beginning of the end of their partnership. Moreover, the involvement of Diddy in this scandal could have ripple effects across the music industry. If more artists or industry figures become entangled in the fallout from this case, it could create a broader reckoning for those involved in the entertainment world. There's a chance that Diddy could face pressure from his peers to address the situation more thoroughly or be more transparent about the role he's played. This could potentially alienate him from other prominent figures in the industry. As the legal drama continues to unfold, the consequences for Kanye, Diddy, and others involved will likely extend beyond the courtroom. For Kanye, the fallout from this stunt could have long-term effects on his career, as the music industry tends to favor stability and professionalism over unpredictable behavior. If his actions in the courtroom continue to undermine his credibility, he might find himself isolated from industry collaborations and opportunities. For Diddy, the damage to his reputation could be substantial, particularly if the public perceives him as part of the larger web of controversy surrounding Kanye. If more evidence comes to light linking him to manipulative or unethical behavior, it could tarnish his legacy and affect his standing in the entertainment industry. Ultimately, the consequences for both Kanye and Diddy will depend on how they navigate the aftermath of this trial and whether they can repair their public images. What's clear is that this legal drama is far from over, and as more details emerge, the fallout will likely continue to have far-reaching consequences for both men, their careers, and their relationships within the industry.